Hello, welcome to lesson 9, I believe. Lesson 9, syncopated eighth note grooves. So, syncopation, as I explained, what we're going to kind of do here is we're going to take notes that we would usually find on 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? Those bass drums and snare drums, and we're going to move them onto the ands, and this creates a feeling of what they call syncopation, okay? So, the first one, if we took our, standard rock groove with the bass on 1 and 3 and the snare on 2 and 4, and we take that bass drum on 3 and we push it ahead onto the and of 2. So your bass drum is on 1, then the and of 2, and the snare's on 2 and beat 4. It would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and faster. Faster. Okay, the next one, we're going to put our bass drum. So now we're going to push it back a beat, and we're going to put it onto the and of 3. All right, so bass is on beat 1, then it's on the and of 3. Your snare's on beat 2 and beat 4. It would sound like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and faster. Faster. Okay, the next one, we're going to kind of combine those last two ideas. We're going to put the bass drum, it's going to be on the and of 2 and the and of 3, okay? As well as on beat 1, right? Our snare is still on 2 and 4, and this is a very cool beat. You hear this one in a lot of songs. It would sound like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, and then number 4. This is a very important groove. As I told you in class, you hear this in a lot of songs, so it's definitely one you want to practice over and over again and get it to different speeds. Our bass drum's on beat 1, and then it's on the and of 2 and then 3. So we're playing 2 bass drums in a row there. Snare is still on beat 2 and 4. It would sound like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, the next examples. On these ones, we were syncopating the snare drum, right? So on the first one, this is a very common way to syncopate the snare drum, and that's to put it onto the and of 3. So our bass is on beat 1, and then it's on and of 2 and 3. Our snare's on 2, and then instead of playing it on 4, we're going to shift it ahead one beat. We're going to put it onto the and of 3, okay? And it sounds like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a bit faster. Faster. Okay, the next one, we're going to kind of take our usual, bass, snare, bass, bass, snare pattern, but we're going to take that snare drum on 4, we're going to push it back a beat, and now we're going to play it on the and of 4, right? So you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Faster. Okay, and then our last one. This one had a bit of a double syncopation thing going on because we're going to have the snare drum on the and of 2, and we're also going to have the bass drum on the and of 3, okay? So our bass is on beats 1 and then it's on the and of 3, and our snare's on the and of 2, and then beat 4. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Faster. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the syncopated eighth note grooves. Remember, with the challenge with a lot of these is you kind of have to wait for those beats. It's very easy to kind of rush some of those beats and play bass drums or snare drums early. So if that's happening, remember, look at your feet, look at your bass drum, look at your hand, look at your snare drum, and make sure it's not rushing ahead, okay? See you next time.